The space race, a pivotal chapter in the Cold War, spanned from 1957 to 1975 and marked a period of intense rivalry between the United States and the Soviet Union. This competition extended beyond politics and military might, reaching into the realm of space exploration. Both superpowers sought to demonstrate their technological prowess and ideological superiority by achieving significant milestones in space. The space race began with a significant Soviet victory when they launched Sputnik 1 on October 4, 1957, the world's first artificial satellite. This event shocked the United States and the world, signaling the Soviet Union's technological advancement. The Soviets continued their success with Luna 2, the first human-made object to reach the Moon in 1959. And the launch of Yuri Gagarin aboard Vostok 1 in 1961, making him the first human to orbit the Earth. In response to the Soviet achievements, the United States accelerated its space program. President John F. Kennedy made a bold declaration in 1961, committing the U.S. to landing a man on the Moon by the end of the decade. This led to the development of Project Mercury and Project Gemini, which were crucial in testing human endurance in space and perfecting spaceflight techniques. The Mercury program achieved the first American manned orbital flight with John Glenn in 1962. And the Gemini program advanced spacewalking and rendezvous techniques, setting the stage for the moon landing. The pinnacle of the space race was the U.S. Apollo program, which aimed to fulfill Kennedy's vision of a manned lunar landing. After several test flights, Apollo 11 successfully landed on the Moon on July 20, 1969. Astronaut Neil Armstrong became the first human to set foot on the lunar surface, followed by Buzz Aldrin. This monumental achievement was broadcast worldwide and is often regarded as a decisive moment in the space race, effectively securing a U.S. victory. The space race gradually subsided as the U.S. and the Soviet Union entered a period of détente in the 1970s. The most symbolic event marking the end of this era was the Apollo-Soyuz Test Project in 1975. Where American and Soviet spacecraft docked in orbit, and astronauts from both nations conducted joint experiments. This cooperation signified a shift from competition to collaboration in space exploration, closing the chapter on nearly 2 decades of rivalry.